And then I just started saying I was gay, and I stopped having nightmares. So, hey,
wow.
hey guys, good to be back. This is Conspiracy Brothers.
Could fight a monster too now.
Yeah, fight a monster. Poop. Conspiracy Brothers, starring Adam Aldridge, Brian Aldridge. We're back. We took a planned break over the holidays, but then one of us almost slipped into a coma, had to go to the emergency room. That was me. I have the sugar.
Lord help you, you got the sugars.
You got the sugars.
Sugar got the sugars.
Oh boy.
That's a obvious accent.
Obvious accent. We're culturally appropriating. My name's Brian Aldridge, and like Wilford Brimley, I'm a type 2 diabetic. Shocking to find that out.
The first step is admitting.
Shocked no one.
No one watching, yeah.
Shocked no one in the hospital, none of our viewers. Shocked me.
The best is say you're in a room and you had to share it at the time. This might have happened to someone between one of us.
Okay.
And you hear the doctor next to next to you with the other patient describing all this. Oh, you got this, and this. Like, yeah. Then you find out all their symptoms were due to them being pregnant.
Yeah.
And then you have the same things because of your diabetes.
Yeah, actually, they're like, "Oh, you have a crying baby coming out of your pussy." Yeah, like, yeah,
Can you
I do.
even say that? I mean, I guess I called you a P word.
Yeah. So that's what happened, guys. That's why
crying baby.
that's why we're here. We took a planned break. We were going to start fresh after Christmas.
A holiday break.
Christmas break.
Christmas break.
Yeah, this is
not Xmas.
This is not Xmas. This is Donald Trump's America, and we celebrate Christmas.
How do you spell America? The Trump way.
I don't know.
I don't want to get into that.
They
don't use the C. People, when they refer to Trump and his America, don't use the C. They substitute the C with a 1K. And then another K. And then for shits and giggles, maybe a third one.
A third one, the way God intended. Yeah. So yeah, we took a Planned Parenthood. We took a
What?
We took a trip to Planned
What's
Parenthood.
going on?
We were the one talking about I'm pregnant.
All right.
We took a planned break. It got extended. I spent about a week in the emergency room, the ICU.
Peekaboo.
Would not recommend.
Did the nurse ever come in there with that joke?
The peekaboo?
All right, peekaboo. Guess what? You're in ICU.
ICU. No, yeah, it was bad. And here's the worst part: if you're a man out there watching this, which if you're watching this, you are a man,
most likely.
And your wife says like, "Hey, go to the hospital." Here's what you should do: almost immediately,
go
to the hospital.
Yeah.
I was, and then they always give you when you pop into the emergency room. Every time.
It's like it's scripted.
They're like, "Oh, you had 48 hours to live." Or you were.
It depends how sick. 48, or if you're doing really bad, you had 24 to 48 hours.
24 to 48, yeah. And then here's the worst part. I'm a stand-up comedian. I would say literally nothing seriously.
Correct.
So I admit to going into I'm like, all right, I know I have to make a doctor's appointment. So I was like, I knew eventually I was going to go to the doctor.
Right.
But we had no time. I had to get in there. And as we decide, my wife goes, okay, so either I'm driving you to the hospital or I'm calling an ambulance. And I go, I can't make a decision like that right now.
Right.
And she drove me.
Can we start off with what's for dinner?
Yeah, she drove me and she stopped for a snack on the way to the hospital.
I mean, she
knew what she was in
for.
Get
your last meal.
Yeah. But then I go, man, I don't want to go to the hospital. They're going to tell me I'm fat and gay.
So they didn't tell you you're fat?
Oh, no. She's like, shut up. Right? They're not going to call you fat and gay at the hospital. First thing when I get there, I tell them my symptoms. The guy goes, ooh, sounds like mono. Maybe we should kiss. I could afford to use a little weight. So right off the bat, we're talking about me losing weight. The guy's talking about. So
I've known about all this for a while now, and you've not told me this story.
Actually happened. For real happened.
A guy doctor.
Immediately, the first thing was the guy wanted to kiss. so we could lose weight. And so I'm like, so immediately
Fat and gay.
immediately fat and gay.
Wait, no, are you
I'm
serious?
100%
Why would you not? Why would you hold it?
100%.
Well, obviously,
I thought I told you.
I know why you wouldn't want
Yeah.
to tell me.
No, I thought I
either.
told you as soon as
So
he immediately was called fat and gay. So I was like, I knew it all along. So yeah, so my fears were not irrational.
did they prescribe anything for your gayness, or
No, just prayer.
just prayer?
Yeah, just prayer for the gayness. And so yeah, it was a whole to do. I was in the hospital for about a week. We're out now. We're doing the health thing now.
So your doctor offered to kiss you.
Yeah, immediately, because he was like, oh, I could afford to lose some weight too. Because I walk in, I don't know what's wrong with me. Here's the best part.
There's a lot of ways to lose weight than
Lot of
kissing your
ways to lose
patient, your
weight.
male
Yeah.
patients.
He was just, I think he was just looking for an excuse, to be
AIDS.
honest. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm going into the hospital, full family history of diabetes.
Yes.
I look up every second, because here's the thing. I'm drinking gallons of water, peeing every 15 minutes.
You should.
I look up all the symptoms and they're just like, oh, you're dehydrated, but most likely you have diabetes.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I don't have diabetes, so I've got to be dehydrated.
No, I did some
Not
diagnosing.
Once did it cross me or my wife's mind to check my blood sugar. We think I'm having a heart attack
Nah.
because I can't breathe.
Oh yeah.
I can't breathe. My chest is, we're hurting. She's like, walk up and down the
You're not
hallway.
stealth.
Yeah. So I'm very heavy. I hold a lot of weight, by the organs. It's not good. So I think I'm having a heart attack. I walk in. They give me every exam. Thing up the nose, thing in the pee hole. I requested that second one. And
Colonoscopy?
they were like, trust me, you don't need this thing in your pee hole. I go, I'm going to want it in my pee hole.
Well, how are you gonna know if you
Right.
have diabetes
Yeah,
or
yeah.
anything?
And they're like, we could just test your sugar. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
test the sugar. And so they come back and I'm just in the emergency room. And the doctor just looks at me like, it was diabetes. And I'm like, ah. And he goes, do you have a family history of diabetes? I go, nah, just my grandparents, parents, brother, sister, cousins,
Probably aunt and uncle or
aunt
something.
and uncle, some homeless guy. And he's like, yeah, you have diabetes. You probably won't die. They tried their best to kill me in the emergency room.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
They tried their best. So I wonder, like, if somebody just goes in by themselves, they're dead.
They will give you wrong medicine.
Yeah.
I one time was going in for a surgery and they come in and start marking the wrong foot to do surgery on. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's the other foot. And I know it says it right here. I was like, I get what it says, but I know what's
Yeah.
broken.
Can you just go ask somebody real quick?
I know it's broken.
Oh, the one that looks broken. I should have marked that one.
The one with the toe that's black.
Yeah.
Let's cut that one off.
Hey, great news. The next amputation's free.
Right.
The bad news is we did amputate.
We owe you.
Yeah,
We owe you.
man. You're going to be all right. Because we cut off your left leg.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I just had to make sure that we...
Did they at least still do the pee hole check?
what do you mean?
They checked you with the pee hole for your diabetes, though? You were able to talk them into that one?
Yes.
Did you have to get a catheter for any reason?
No.
Okay.
I was lucky because I could walk. If I couldn't walk, I was going to have to get the catheter. Yeah, but I go in. I'm in pretty bad shape. Like, you guys saw me Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And I was bad. This is 3 days after that. 2 nights removed from drinking 2 24-ounce Wawa shakes. I had my own strawberry shake.
You accidentally ordered two?
No, I had my own
Okay.
strawberry shake. My wife ordered a Chips Ahoy cookie shake.
Oh, that one's better.
Oh, it was. But here's the thing. It's nighttime. She falls asleep as I'm driving.
You can't let it
And I
melt.
tap her. I go, hey, man, this is melting. And she goes, you can drink it. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Next day, I sleep 20 hours. 20 of the 24 hours I sleep.
Yeah, there's only 24 hours in a day.
Slept, and the only 4 hours I'm up is to pee. The next day, I'm falling asleep during conversations. And she's like, hey, I just asked you a question. And now you're asleep.
Diabetes or narcolepsy?
Yeah, right. And then, the guy thought it was mono.
Well, he just wanted to make out with
He just
you.
wanted to make it. He was like, and I was like,
This is a handsome, furry-faced guy.
Yeah. He's like, oh, man, I'm going to take advantage of this guy. He goes, I could just wait till he falls asleep.
Was
But
it even the doctor?
It was the guy. He
He had a mop.
He had a mop, and he was like, "Look, man,
We're gonna make out.
we're going one way or another, buddy."
Dirty Mike and the
Yeah,
boys.
So that's the worst. Was my fears of being called fat and gay immediately
That's awesome.
were it came true.
So at least you got a new bit.
At least I got a bit. Yeah. And then so that's the break. And then incoincidentally, today's subject's going to be about the medical field.
But yeah, about
the conspiracies. We're going to get into like, is there more money in the treatment than the cure? Are they prescribing medicines that maybe you don't 100% need
Correct.
to make money? Is transgender the whole BS?
why do they shave the sides of nickels?
Yeah. Stuff like that. Good old fashioned stuff like that. But before we move on,
Oh, okay.
I am okay. My health will probably be
Seeing you now, seeing you a week and a half ago. Big difference.
Big difference. Yeah.
Healthier, naturally a little weight loss.
Little weight loss. That's just a side effect of being healthy.
Yeah. Looking good though.
Good. So
that doctor probably really would love to make out with you now.
Dude, man.
If you went back right now for a follow-up.
Oh, man. Are you taunting me right now? Bring it in. Give me
okay, sexy.
Yeah. So, yeah. Good professional people over there.
Friendly.
Yeah. And the emergency room doctor threw his back out. So, like, he's holding his back like, every time he moved. I was like,
you have sugar. Why?
Yeah. And then can we get a little sexist, ableist?
I was hoping.
A little ableist.
Like, that's how I wrote the script.
I got a little tired of fat nurses talking to me about diabetes.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Like, I'm like, hey, bring in a skinny.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of fat CNAs and fat nurses.
Like, I don't want to take my car to a mechanic whose car doesn't work.
Or I thought you were going to say woman.
Well, that's
same deal.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
One in.
You take your car into the mechanic. He's like, I just can't figure out how to turn the dinghy off. What?
What?
The dinghy? The dinghy sound. Take the keys out. Take the keys out of the ignition. So yeah, it was just fat nurse after fat nurse telling me like, yeah, you just gotta eat healthier. Well, how about you?
Right.
How about you fat pig?
Swamp donkey.
Yeah, swamp donkey. And then you did come by the last little bit.
Yes.
And there was just a demon.
Broke you out.
There was a demon.
That guy was leaving the hospital not to go home.
I love him. This was a thing you said, so I'm going to steal it. He's like, oh, I'm getting out of here today. And then I'll let you say it. What do the nurses always say when you think you're getting out of the hospital?
What did I say? I don't recall now.
We'll see what the doctor says.
Oh, yeah. They never want to take a look. So I working in the casino business. I equate it to that as whenever I want to tell a dealer something or whatever, but I still want to be the cool supervisor. It was everything. Oh, hey, surveillance called, and they'd like you to stop doing this.
Yeah.
And that's what nurses do. They pass the buck because they're the face, and they know the doctor's not going to have to come in there. So it's like, hey, am I going to go home today? I'm not going to tell you you're dying. But let's see what the doctor says.
Yeah, we'll see what the doctor says. The guy was bedridden, peeing in a. Is this not a HIPAA violation? Because I'm not going to use his name.
Unless you do.
Chief Crazy Horse. It was an American Indian drunk, which was a cliche. And just
checked all the boxes.
Checks all the boxes. He's bedridden, and they're like, "Oh, your leg is looking better." I glance over, and I'm like, "That thing's barely hanging on.
Yeah.
Like it's wrapped in bandages and gushing like some sort of green yellow liquid." And I was just like, "Yeah, he's like,
shouldn't do that."
He's like, "I'm going home today." I'm like, "You're going home."
You're meeting John Cena.
Yeah, you're meeting. I just hear like, oh, I thought I was getting better, and I hear in the hallway, dun, dun, dun. I'm like, oh, this dude's toast. But overall, horrible experience. Do not recommend. Get to the doctor before you have 24 hours to live.
So, what was the indication? Did your wife have like a test for you to see if you need to go to the hospital or not?
Because I'm fighting tooth or nail. I'm like, I can.
No way you got to go, right?
No way I got to go to the hospital. And then so finally she's just saying like, hey, you can't stay awake. You can't breathe.
Right. Which are all pretty good indicators.
You're sucking on Pedialyte popsicles.
Okay. I really thought that was going somewhere else.
You're going down on Pedialyte. You are giving joy to these Pedialyte popsicles. No, that's why I was eating Pedialyte popsicles. I was drinking Pedialyte. I was trying to stay. And she goes, hey, how about this? You don't have to go to the hospital If you can walk up and down the hallway. Now, hey,
How long's the hallway?
18 feet
18 feet.
tops.
Okay.
It's a free throw.
Okay.
I go there, back. She goes, oh, no, hey. One more time, there and back. I go there and back, and I'm just in the chair like I had just run.
Sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I had just run a marathon. And she goes, okay, I'm driving her. We're calling an ambulance. And again, toughest decision I ever made. Let her drive the car.
Ambulance isn't going to stop and get you food on the way.
Right. No, God, she needed a snack.
Oh, she needed it. Okay.
Yeah. Which
I thought you were like, you knew
No.
what was going on. It's like, let's get one out of the
She
way.
100% needed a snack.
Like, what's the difference between a 425 and a 450 sugar?
Yeah.
Might as well get it.
And then, but she also knew we were in there for we were going to be there for a long time.
Right. No, definitely. Well, like I said, especially with diabetes, anytime you go, you can play, like, you're not getting out.
No.
It's a 3 to 5 day stay.
Yeah. Oh, it was. And it was quite the stay. Because they got to get all your levels back to normal. It's like if you go to fix a tire and they're like, "Hey, man, we can't. That hole's on the side of the tire. I can't patch that."
Correct.
I don't even think I can let you leave. So that's kind of how it was with me. Like, think of a level, and that thing was so off. Any level, like, because they'll give you a graph of your levels, and they're like, "Hey, you even have carbon dioxide in your body.
Right.
That's like, you're not breathing out."
Right.
So, and I was like, "All right. I'll stay for a little bit." And then my wife joked, and when I get out, she's like, "Well, yeah, you've been in the spa for 5 days. You're probably all set and rested." So,
she also referred to you when going from ICU to Gen Pop.
Yeah. When they threw me in the rig and it was like that.
Right.
I felt like Gen Pop. Like,
take your shoelaces away, she said.
Yeah, I was gonna make a shiv out of my toothbrush.
Another thing about the hospital, which is hilarious, it doesn't matter what you are in for, like, or how close you are to death. If you go 3 days without going number 2, a twosie,
oh, they want to know.
That's the only thing they care about anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you could have the worst disease ever. If you haven't pooped in 3 or more days, their most major concern now is we got to get some poop out of you.
Well, and then here's the funniest part. I told Dad this, and Dad laughed, and he only laughs at whatever.
But,
I took a massive George Floyd, and we're gonna cut that out, by the way.
We're probably not.
But I took a massive dump, and massive, to where I was like, "You're gonna have to clear this floor." And I get it cleaned up to the best of my ability, and then I didn't have the guy you had.
I had the most delightful African male from Africa, like African male with an accent.
Don't leave out the long fingers.
He had long fingers and was chatty.
And when he wiped your butt.
Yes.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, we got a poop hole." I don't know what the accent. That was Chinese. But anyways, I take the poop. I get cleaned up, and then the first thing when the nurse walks in, because they were asking about that. So the first thing when the nurse walks in, I go, "Hey, I went number 2." I go, and I got it all cleaned up pretty good. And she goes, "Okay."
Right.
Like, I don't know if she was, I expect her to be like, "Yeah,
good, we'll send that guy in to give you that kiss now.
You're pooping in the potty." And then
high fives.
Yeah, high fives. Like, maybe not a high five yet. Let me check your hand. And she should have. I got it cleaned up pretty good, but then I was like, "Oh yeah, there's still some." But that's their job.
Right.
And then here's another weird before we get into the topic. We had a CNA, which stands for I kind of went to school.
Can't be a real doctor.
Yeah. No, you're just doing the grunt work, and we couldn't tell.
They should get paid more than the doctors. Like, they do some disgusting stuff.
They do disgusting stuff, but they're disgusting people. Like, a lot of these people are on work release. Make no mistakes about it. These are not the cream of the crop of people.
This community service. Anyway.
Yeah, like, I'm like,
is this, or they add another 30 days?
Are you monitoring some sort of medical thing, or is that an ankle bracelet you're wearing? The first guy was Corey, nice guy. Gauges.
Oh, that sounds.
He had gauges.
Yeah.
Like, and he was talking about how a guy accused him of stealing a ring.
Because he
did.
And
he was like, no, he wasn't even wearing the ring when he came in. I'm like, all right, Corey, I'm not wearing it. Don't worry.
Right.
I didn't accuse you of stealing my stuff yet until you steal it. And but we had one. I just called her Esmeralda because she was a short, fat Mexican lady, and she started talking. My wife.
So that wasn't even her name.
My wife is second generation Mexican.
Second generation.
Looks it. And so the woman starts talking to my wife in Spanish, and my wife has to look at her and be like, "No estoy bien."
She doesn't talk it like she walks it.
Yeah. Because my wife will get away with it once in a while. Like, we went to a food truck, and it was, a Mexican-run food truck, and they asked if we were gonna eat it because they had tables, and my wife she asks, and she could understand comida, like she can understand, and my wife goes, "Aquí," like here. And then the woman's like Spanish, 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 and then my wife has to admit, like, I just knew the one word.
What if you guys will say like you're gonna eat some empanadas? How would she order that for you?
Empanadas.
That's what I was looking
And then
for.
I knew I'll deliver. So the lady just starts speaking Spanish, and then she's like, "Oh no," and then she goes, "Oh, Brian, my husband named Brian, very nice man." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then now we can't understand what's going on because then she comes back, and I'm not in a gown. I'm ready to go. Like they have me. I'm not being monitored, so I'm in regular clothes, real clothes. My device is just in my pocket, like that's measuring my heart.
Yeah.
I'm not hooked. It's remote, so I'm not hooked up to any machines. They're just kind of waiting to let me go. And she asked me if I want a gown, and I'm like, "Oh no, thanks." And she goes, "Oh, you refuse gown." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like me and my wife are like, she goes, "You refuse gown," and then she just
This is like at a police stop when
yeah. And then I'm like, "Wait, hey, nobody refused," and I'm like, "Are they talking about me at the nurse's station? Like, what's going on?" And then she's just rambling, and then she mentioned something about like, "Oh, I will put a lock on the bed so that people can't get out." And I'm like, we're like, "What the hell is going on?" And then we're like, "Look, if English is your second language, that's fine.
Right. I'm not
But
here
you have to be very concise and short and direct with the things you say. You can't ramble because now we think you're going to lock my bed and visit me in the middle of the night," which she did visit me in the middle of the night. But it was to take my sugar, and I was just thinking like, well, this is misery.
So I'm guessing what happened from experience is you couldn't sleep all night.
Yeah.
All night. You finally fell asleep for 39 minutes.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it was time to take your sugar and make
Yes.
some blood.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. And then, but my wife is standing there when she asks about the gown, and we look at each other and like, "No, they put me in my clothes." And she goes, "So you refuse gown?" And I'm like, "What the hell? No, I didn't refuse anything." There was one gown, but it was medium, and so my wife just took it and was like, "Yeah, I'll keep this." Yeah, we're paying for it. And then she put it back after they made a fuss about refusing. She did. She put it back in my little closet.
That's insane.
After they were like, "You refuse your gown?" And I'm like, but no, it was just one person. No one mentioned it.
She just didn't word how
she didn't word it right. And then she's talking about locking my bed, and she goes, "Oh, people trip over the cords at like 3 a.m. I'm like, "Are you planning an accident? Are you like, what is going on here?"
Oh, this guy was trying to get up out of the.
but she's like nice about it, and I'm like, "Oh, you're just not clear, but you're scaring me."
She's not articulating,
which is fine, but you have to be very. You can't ramble. You got to just be like, "Here's what's going on," and then.
So then you requested the Americans after that.
Oh, there weren't any to be had, not in Gen Pop. The ICU.
Well, I figured the doctors weren't going to.
The ICU were the two most knowledgeable, caring, empathetic, like just greatest people. The two nurses I had in the ICU. And I'm like, "Oh, you get to work up here because you're good at your job. You can communicate what's going on and everything like that." But the people downstairs in the emergency room, one just flat out trying to kill me.
Right.
And then the people in the Gen Pop just didn't care. And it's not. I don't blame them. How I said it was, you know how someone says like, "Oh, they're doing the best they can at their job." I said to my wife, I'm like, "Oh, they're doing the best that they want to at their job, right?"
Accurate,
yeah. They're just doing the best that they want to, and it's a job to them. They don't care.
So you went to like the fast food hospital?
No, I went to a good hospital.
Because I mean, that's how I asked. Like,
yeah.
What am I gonna do? Yell at this kid that's making how much money to? Oh, you put cheese on my burger? Yeah, I did. Man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I realized real quick that I'm like, they're doing the best they want to. A couple of times though, the guy, man, Dom, he was.
This is the Indian.
No, this is I don't know what he was. Filipino, maybe.
We confused the Indian and Filipino.
No, this is the emergency.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your roommates.
No. This is the emergency room male nurse. And why do I say male nurse? Because it's still weird to me.
I mean, because you have to
be a doctor,
or an athlete,
or a criminal like Corey,
something like Corey.
And then over and over again, I'm not trying to like put myself in like this. I was almost dead, but I'm barely conscious, laying there, and I get what they're doing. And if I were all by myself, I might have been able to shout this out. But more than once, he would come in and take my blood sugar and be like, "All right, 244." And then as he's typing into the computer, go, "All right, one," and he says it out loud, 144. And
cool, I'm out. No.
And my wife, "No, 244, you dumb piece of shit." And then he's like, classic Dom. And like,
please tell me he really. Oh, I would love that.
Classic Dom.
Oh, Gil's
Oh,
Gil's
boy.
gonna get it.
Yeah, and then
Classic Dom.
yeah, and then there's two arguing over what 18 minus 12 is. Do it real quick in your head.
I'm gonna go 6.
Yeah, every time. Almost. Not this time. When
Like,
they
it
were
wasn't
doing
12 factorial
Yeah.
or
No,
anything.
no,
There
no.
was
They
an
were like,
exclamation
oh,
mark.
they were like, oh no, it's 12, and I'm like, guys, it's not 12. It's not 12. 18 minus 12 is 6 every time. And then the woman is counting on her thumb and fingers and hands
At the hospital?
at the hospital
Was
in
this-
front of us where we can see them, because they had to fit. You know, they're like, he had 18 or he needed 18, 12 in the bag. How much more does he need? And then they're like, and the woman is counting on her fingers.
CNA, I hope?
No. Full blown emergency nurse.
RN?
No, she was not an RN.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw an RN.
She was white?
Yeah, she was white. And so overall, not really trying to throw them under the bus and say they're great, but they're so overworked. They're so. And because I am a white male with medical insurance, I did have my own room in the emergency room.
That's good.
There were just people out in the hallway and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, you guys are dead.
No, you just got there early enough is what happened.
Probably.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I've been in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
White with insurance.
All right.
And a male, kind of.
And I had like a penthouse in the ICU. I had the biggest room in the ICU.
Yeah, you get sick enough, they take care of you.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
they let you be sick on your own at least.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, because and then the whole point of being in the ICU was I was a touch and go patient, and
Right.
they also had to monitor me every 30 minutes.
Yes.
And they're like, we just don't have the staff
They
down
put
here.
the 5-pound heart
Yeah, yeah,
thing
yeah.
on
Yep,
that
yep,
machine on
Yep.
you.
And they're like, and we just don't have the staff to monitor you so often here in the emergency room. We're thinking up in the ICU. And then I made a turn, but it's not like I think like, oh, I got better quick. And then, but I just wake up and I'm like, oh, I've been in here for 3 days. This is not quick.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So we're gonna get into it a little bit. Our the conspiracy, I guess, that ties in with this is are they
Purposely.
either purposely or apathetically, like just letting it happen, where they understand that the cure is not the money but the treatment.
Correct.
Okay.
So, start off with kind of a two-parter. I went specifically with doctors and then looked up what they refer to as the big pharma,
Okay.
big pharmaceutical companies
Yeah, yeah.
and stuff. So our doctors trying to keep us sick, conspiracy theories.
Got you.
Yes, the idea that doctors and the broader medical system are intentionally trying to keep people sick for profit is a well-documented conspiracy theory. Such beliefs are widespread and are considered a significant public health risk due to their potential to erode trust in medical experts and
Yeah.
institutions.
Let's stop right here, just right off the bat. We've done quite, double-digit episodes.
Yes.
15, enough to have an ad for Upside in there.
Okay.
And so
Can't forget about Cat Out of the Bag.
Cat out of the bag, our first sponsor. Almost every time we've went into the initial research, they're using debunking language immediately.
Right.
And this one, they're like, no, you might be onto something.
Right. They're not saying.
Yeah. They're like,
You're not saying flat out.
you might be onto something here.
Like, look, I don't want to say yes, but keep reading.
Yeah. Keep reading.
So, some of the key aspects to the conspiracy theories would be, once again, we'll touch a little more on it eventually, but the big pharma focus. A common theme is the claim that pharmaceutical companies, often in collusion with the FDA and doctors, suppress natural or universal cares. Example, like for cancer.
Yeah.
To continue making money from ongoing treatments.
Yeah.
So they're not
you
saying-
you meant cures, right? Like,
Yes.
good.
So basically, which once again we'll touch on it a little bit, but they're not saying they're flat out trying to just make you sick.
Yeah.
Part of the grander conspiracy is we're giving you some medicine, we're treating you, we're keeping you alive for longer, but we're not healing you.
Yeah, because
Because you
something
could be a forever patient and keep giving me money.
something for like cancer, if you can get the patient's body to be an alkaline pH,
Correct.
You're gonna do start healing and stuff like. But they're more interested in killing the cell because they know they can do that with medicine.
Right.
Like, okay.
So yeah, like I said, so basically you're keeping them, you just making them well enough
Yeah.
So
well enough for their next
to keep
appointment,
coming. Yeah,
For their next
to keep coming
appointment.
for more medicine and spending
Yeah.
that money. Vaccine misinformation, which became pretty popular a few years back when
Junior says we don't need all the vaccines.
we had a worm eating his brain too,
Yeah.
didn't he?
Classic.
Classic. Another prominent theory alleges that doctors and governments promote vaccines despite knowing that they cause harm. Example, autism. a claim that has been thoroughly debunked by scientific evidence.
Yeah. Well, here's the best part. you can do it. Okay. Here's how scientific studies work, guys. I'm a podcaster. Trust me. You study 300 patients,
Correct.
and autism gives the vaccine gives 4 of the 300 autism. You can conclusively say, oh, it doesn't give people autism. Well, I didn't say it gives every fuck.
It doesn't give everybody. Yes.
I said it gives 1% of them autism, and you're like, eh.
Yeah, even if it was like you just said, if it was 1 of 1,000,
Yeah,
it gave someone
autism. Yeah.
So another thing would be profit and motives.
Okay.
Obviously, because by every conspiracy, follow the money, right?
Who's behind all of this? Never mind. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. We all know. We all know.
Who knows? Who
we
knows?
all know who's behind it. Okay.
Profit and motives. Proponents of these theories often point to the high cost of healthcare and prescription drugs as proof of malicious financial incentives, arguing that the system benefits from long-term management of illness rather than outright cures, which we kind of touched on.
Absolutely no money in the cure. There's no money in a cure. There's money in the treatment.
Yes.
Now, hey, how could we fix this? I don't know. Switch over the compensation. Like a healthcare provider like Blue United or Blue Cross or something like that will pay a doctor X amount of money for healing the patient.
Yes.
Instead of
make them do their best.
Yeah, be like, hey, if you heal this patient, here's the money you get.
But that's where you tie in eventually the big pharma
yes,
and
yes.
The doctors, I'm guessing, which we'll touch on. I think.
Which, by the way, not a crazy concept.
Kickbacks.
Not a crazy concept. This is not like something unheard of. This is something Bernie Sanders, a mainstream
said flat
political candidate, says. Yeah. So this is not some wild, like, hypothetical thing.
Flat Earth.
Like flat Earth.
So the reality of the healthcare system, they're going to try and go the other way of this, is medical professionals and public health experts explain that these claims ignore the fundamental structure and ethics of medicine.
Yeah.
So what it's going to get to is they're ethically obligated.
Yeah.
Which, yes, there are rules, but everyone doesn't follow rules.
Hey, why is there a $300 million fund for victims of sexual abuse from priests?
Well, ethically,
they took a vow not.
They're not allowed to do that.
They took a vow not to touch the kids.
So that's probably just a conspiracy.
So they probably didn't touch the kids. Yeah, just a conspiracy. So they're saying like, well, no, there's rules in place.
Right?
They wouldn't break those rules.
Yeah, they took an oath, like you said. Ethical obligation. The cure of medical practice is the ethical obligation to do no harm and to promote the well-being of patients. Deliberately keeping patients sick would violate these fundamental, functional, foundational principles, and is illegal if it causes harm or fraud. So it's illegal to do that. You can't do it.
Nobody would shoot anybody in Chicago because it's illegal to have guns in Chicago.
You wouldn't if it says 55 speed limit, you're not going over 55. Who speeds?
Cars don't drive 70
you're because
the sign says go.
Yeah, you're not allowed to.
Horrible. Yeah,
it's unethical to. Systematic issues versus conspiracy.
Okay.
While the U.S. healthcare system has complexities, so they're already like,
well, we
get why you're saying this.
Well, we do cook the books for
access issues and high costs that can contribute to public distrust. These are considered systematic problems, not evidence of a coordinated secret plot by individual doctors.
Yeah, so they're saying like
it exists. This is what they're saying.
They're saying like, yeah, it's there. What are you going to do about it? Make a podcast?
Yeah, sissy.
Have Turkey listen to it? Go ahead.
Get diabetes?
Yeah.
Consequences of misinformation. The spread of medical misinformation.
By the way.
Yes, Turkey's awesome.
Turkey's awesome. Hey, Turkey, if you're listening, I haven't been on my live streams because I was in the hospital. Now you know.
Yeah, I'm a Turkey fan.
Right. I'm a Turkey fan too.
The spread of medical misinformation and conspiracy theories can have serious real-world consequences, including patients rejecting evidence-based medicine, not complying with public health guidelines, and using unproven or harmful alternative treatments. So I don't know. It sounds like they're trying to just blame you.
And also it sounds like when you say like, what are we trying to push?
Right.
Who was the best pharmaceutical rep this quarter that sold me the most amount of medicine, and I got to get that out the doors? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, you sure you don't have restless leg syndrome? Because I bought a shitload of restless.
Because how many times do you go to a doctor and they just have medicine there already? Like, here's some samples. So give this a try. I can't prescribe it to you because
Yeah.
it's not regulated yet.
What's it do? I don't know. Oil come out your butt a little bit. I don't know. That's every medicine, by the way.
But that's a gamble.
They're like, hey man, you mind shitting down your leg? Because that's what's gonna happen when you take these pills.
Never having an erection again.
Yeah. Unless you take Blue Chew, sponsored by.
Now we're gonna touch on big pharma a little more.
Okay.
Big pharma. So conspiracy theories are claims that large pharmaceutical companies engage in secretive, unethical, and harmful options, primarily driven by profit motives such as suppressing cures, creating diseases, and manipulating data.
So everything everyone says they do,
Is what they're- yes.
legitimate.
Yeah.
They're like creating diseases, restless leg syndrome, stuff like that. That which is when we like that's new,
Yeah.
relatively. So creating a disease, and then by definition, I learned this. I don't remember. I think I learned it in Dare. Only a drug can cure a disease. So once you label something a disease,
Yes.
so obesity is a disease. So technically, diet and exercise cannot cure obesity. Only medicine can.
Right.
Technically, by medical
What they
standards.
say.
Yeah.
Which is weird because if you diet
Yes.
and exercise,
Yes,
you would lose
the weight.
the weight.
But so yeah,
That classifies you as obese.
create diseases which, by standards, can only be cured by a drug.
ADHD.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, yes.
Like no, I just-
Addiction.
yeah.
They've labeled being addicted to alcohol a disease. So like
Homosexuality.
homosexuality, you know what the medicine for that is, though.
You already know, man. You already know.
I've got a prescription. All right.
No, I'm saying. I got your cure for horny.
Oh yeah.
I got your cure for horny right here.
Oh, we need the rap.
I know. We're going to get it.
All right.
We're working on that for 2026.
2026 rap horn.
And manipulating data. These theories often target a general distrust of corporations and established medical institutions. So common big pharma conspiracy theories include
Okay.
canceling cures.
Concealing?
That too. But yeah, concealing
Canceling cures. Done.
Concealing
No,
cures.
concealing a cure. Yeah.
Yeah. The most persistent theory is that an effective universal cure for diseases like cancer or HIV/AIDS, whichever one you
Johnson
want,
disease. Yeah.
has been discovered but is being hidden from the public to ensure ongoing profits from long-term treatments. This theory suggests that inexpensive natural remedies are also suppressed.
And if you don't think this is true, take a flight. The guy next to you says, "Great news. I'm on my way to give a presentation. I found the cure for cancer." How confident are you that that flight lands? Right? It lands.
Was the Malaysia flight?
Yeah. Like if you're just think if you don't think that they're suppressing these cures, just be in a situation where someone's like, "Ooh, I hold here in my hand the cure to cancer," and see how confident you are.
I'm just gonna take this drive of JFK
Yeah.
and present it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hand it over to him.
Classic Dallas.
Creating diseases and viruses, which you were kind of touching on.
Yeah.
Some claims suggest that diseases or even specific viruses, like
I don't say do not say the one that we can't.
the one
say.
that follows 18
Yeah.
and rhymes with bovid,
You can't say. You literally can't
Yeah.
say that. It's so wild.
are deliberately created or released from laboratories to increase the sales of medications and vaccines.
Now that's leans a little more conspiracy, like that they're doing.
They're in the labs creating.
But here's what's not out of the realm is creating a disease where you're like, oh man, this guy can't stop. Like I keep going back to it, but this guy can't stop moving his legs move a little when he's trying to sleep. Ooh, let's just call that restless leg syndrome.
Or hypothetically, maybe you want to eradicate a community. You could come up with a disease, maybe like we'll call it AIDS.
Like it helps you. It's a like there's that comedian Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr,
He said
one-liner comedian.
he said, look, if God was really against homosexuality, he would have sent a plague to kill them all.
Right? Yeah, it's weird.
So
Never mind.
All right.
Where were we? Manipulating doctors and data. So theories claim that pharmaceutical companies manipulate research, selectively publish positive
Yes,
data,
that's yes.
which you touched on, I believe, earlier.
When you get paid to find something and then you do a study to find that thing, kind of. Yeah.
Well, not only that, you mentioned when we were talking about vaccine given autism.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's 4 out of, it doesn't give it.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can conclusively say that it doesn't give people autism.
It publishes positive data while burying unfavorable results.
Literally burying them.
Bribe doctors with kickbacks.
Yeah.
And hijack medical guidelines to promote their products.
Yeah. So this is the first time we've done any episode where we do a little bit of research.
Or people might agree with us even.
Yeah. Yeah. But where we do a little bit of research and the fight back isn't like, no, you're a crazy idiot.
Yeah, no.
It's, yeah, but come on. What are you going to do?
Right.
Like, yeah, of course that's going on, but what are you going to do? You know, like, we got to do it. Like, we got to make that money. You know what I mean?
You know.
You know. Those bombs in Gaza are not inexpensive.
But yeah, that's one of the biggest things too. Spoiler, maybe going to our own opinions and stuff, but the kickbacks for doctors, like, I think just later on we'll see something where anytime you want me to believe a conspiracy is when you mention it can't be a conspiracy because so many people would have to be involved.
Yeah. Because it doesn't.
Like, everybody just needs to know their level of a conspiracy.
Yeah.
And they don't have to know it's a whole conspiracy. They just have to, like, a doctor doesn't have to be, they just have to know, hey, here's more money for you if you push my product.
Absolutely.
That's not really a conspiracy. That's just me telling you, here's more money, man.
It literally happened and almost destroyed white America.
Right.
The
opiates.
People would get back pain, and then
Oh, I got you. I can make that go away.
Yeah. And they were literally, they would have these pharmaceutical reps selling to the doctors, and the doctors are like, oh, they only need like 3, and the pharmaceutical reps like, prescribe them 60 anyways. But they did it under the guy, knowing it was addictive, but saying like, well, I only told them to take 1 every 4 hours. If he's taking 11 every 4 hours, that's on him.
Right.
So, and then whereas a guy might need 6 pills to get through his back pain until he can start taking Advil or something, they're prescribing him 60 pills. Now, you can't do that anymore. They went and changed the laws because they're like, oh, we're killing people with this. So don't tell me that doesn't happen. It literally happens. They sued, won, and had to change the way they prescribe medicine.
It's not even for pain. You're having problems sleeping?
Yeah.
You got a sleeping problem?
Yes. So you can't say that's a conspiracy when it literally happens.
What's benzoids?
Yeah.
Benzos?
Yeah. So they are overprescribing, and they're not prescribing in the absolute best interest of the patients. They're prescribing based on availability of what they have. So
yes.
Yeah.
Like, as we talked about, like, I have this in my office.
Yeah.
You can, if it's a free
let's
trial.
get it out the door. Yeah.
Profiting from addiction and harm. You touched on addiction earlier. Some theories suggest, and plus the opioids.
Yes.
Profiting from some theories suggest that companies profit from making people sick or addicted to their medications, pointing to real-world instances like the aggressive and misleading marketing of OxyContin by Purdue Pharma.
Yeah. It's not. I refuse to call that a conspiracy.
No, it's
because it literally happens.
Yeah. Before we get into the all-knowing part of the show,
the Lord and Savior.
We talked about maybe getting a little wild with a hot take of you discussed and some other parts of the medical fields and pushing medicines and whatnot. Do you care to share? I believe there used to be like a cartoon and they made movies about it. Transformers or something.
Oh, yeah. Here's one. I kind of want to. I'll say
Decepticons.
I'll say what I was going to say as a hypothesis, but I don't want to hijack the whole episode. But an example of this would be, this is an opinion, but based off of previous things, like creating a problem and solving it with a drug. I'm not out of line saying this. Now, there will be hate or whatever. I'm not out of line saying this because actual data is backing it up. Becoming transgender as a child was a specific thing. Early pandemic, early 2021, where already in 2025, several high percentage are going back on it. They're being like, oh, I was transgender in 2021. So I think that's evidence enough to me that it was a social contagion. That it wasn't like all of a sudden all of these new people are transgender, where it was like half of a 0.1%, and now it's a fifth of teenagers are some sort of non-binary or transgender. So that's very much evidence to me that it was a social contagion.
So you're saying while on lockdown,
or stuff like that. But now that it's starting to pull back some, and people are like, maybe I'm not. What group of people don't get sick as a whole? Healthy, young children.
Yes.
Prepubescent teens.
Yeah, let's say preteen.
The healthiest group of people. Tough to sell them medicine. But if you can start to sell, not 1%, 20% of these kids, hormones, transitional medicines, things like that, there's a lot of money in there. So I'm not coming full clean. I'm not coming full blast saying like this is all for the medical, but we're throwing things out there that like, hey, if they can,
you're not discounting that there are some people that legit feel this way.
1,000,000%. But I'm saying like there's a chance that Big Pharma found a way to make some money off of people who they weren't making money off of. So I didn't want to
talk about like manipulate.
Manipulate. I didn't want to hijack the whole episode because it's semi-political and conversation. But like, so
as you can tell, we're really, really political.
But no, I just didn't want to get into it because I'm not that smart. But like, there are that's another instance of creating a situation where then you can solve it. Perfect example. This is a weird example. Early 2000s, creating a problem only you can solve it. Rogers and Holland's jewelry store, out of nowhere, couldn't fax anything. All of their fax lines were messed up. I was the sales representative for their DSL, which at the time is internet lines. Their phone lines, their fax lines, and everything like that. I sold their corporate, a package and everything like that. I accidentally made all of their fax lines phone lines.
Okay.
Because I was trying to get them the best price. And then I sold them as phone lines, and then I was going to put them in as fax lines later. Never did it. Put the order out, the text went in and installed everything. They can't figure it out why the fax machines don't work. And then I go through and I'm like, oh, and then I was the hero because I realized that so
you created a problem.
And then they were I go, hey man, these were installed as phone lines. I can get a guy out there in 2 hours and he'll get them as put in his fax lines and everything's gonna be good. Thank you so much. Oh my God. And then the appreciation I got and everything like that.
Luke Dumphy. He set a fire in the lab, put the vial, and they gave him a medal in school for it.
So I caused the problem, but I was the only one that could solve the problem. And that they do. I'm sure that's a typical thing with medicine. You'll create.
This sounds very George Costanza-ish too for some reason. Like this is a George Costanza. I got it, guys. I see where the problem is. So. Some idiot. That's right. But like you said, you mentioned the trans community with the pushing of the drugs. And we mentioned it doesn't that, but when you were a kid, you just had a short attention span. When did you hear about ADHD?
Yeah.
They slap a label on it, and now they can give you a medicine for it because there's a label for it. As opposed to just guy who won't sit down.
Do some kids have ADHD? Of course. A kid with
Is it a disease?
A kid with a little bit of an imagination and maybe a high energy level does not need to be zombie drugged.
Or maybe you're happy and then you're really sad.
You have bipolar disorder. Like, you mean I have a range of emotions?
Murderous thoughts.
Yes. But the horrible thing is some people do suffer from this and need it. But
not 80% of the world.
Yes. Yeah.
Which that's made up.
I have no doubt
but
in my
I imagine
mind.
it's pretty high a number.
No doubt in my mind. Some people suffer from all of these diseases, even restless leg syndrome. That, you know what I mean?
But say it's at like a 10%.
1%.
They have it at a 50
30,
though.
Yes. It's grossly exaggerated, and they're almost mocking the people who actually suffer from this because you're like, oh, what do you have, ADHD? How many people you have full-blown OCD?
Yes.
But people will be like, oh, I like this straight. That's my OCD talking, and then it's not because it's insufferable.
Yeah, I have some
obsessive and then
some rough OCDs.
Yeah,
but
and then I hate it when people use. I understand that people use language, so I don't get like triggered and actually upset. I don't love when someone says like, "Oh, this gives me PTSD."
Oh yeah,
You know,
because it's
yeah. So like, but they'll say it, and I'm like, oh, if you only understood what
what a real person that had PTSD went through.
yeah. So,
A person with real
but I guess that's what I'm getting at is
trauma.
that they're like, oh, he's got a little energy, get him on Ritalin.
So I went for a surgery before, and they made you see a psychiatrist first for the surgery for when I did the stomach surgery.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that later on, you fill out a questionnaire, it rates you this and this, and the guy calls back. He's like, "Have you ever been treated for ADHD?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No." He's like, "You should probably go see a specialist for ADHD."
Yeah.
And I just flat out told him, "Dude, I'm 41 years old.
I figured it out by now. Like, yeah,
like I get it. I can't play 2 games of Madden in a row. Whatever." But yeah, it's just so quick. They want to label you and then sell you a medicine.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I've noticed it in you. Not you don't have it quite like, but there, and that's the thing too. There's some spectrum.
Not extreme cases.
Everyone's looking for like, you don't have Howie Mandel OCD, but you have it. I've noticed it. Like,
yeah, it's autism. There's spectrums to it.
Yeah.
There's same thing with ADHD and
So,
OCD. There's spectrum.
And so when I've seen, I don't want to tell tales out of school, but someone very close to me too also has OCD. And it's not like, oh, I need to make sure something looks straight. No, it's a
flip a light switch 3 times.
Yeah, it's a compulsion. So like, and so I think you make light of that when you start prescribing kids with a little bit of energy, ADHD medicine, things like that. And it's not out of care for the kid; it's out of profit for the.
Like my probably most ridiculous OCD comes in the form of the way I keep cash in my wallet.
Yeah.
It's very extreme.
This part I love it. Here's the best part. Please describe exactly how you do it, because you got me to do it. That's how I was like, no, that's neat. I
makes sense.
And not only that, describe it. You're going to be talking to quite a few people that also do it.
So basically, what I do, this isn't the weird part. The first part's not weird. Everybody does this. I put it in the order of 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s. That's very normal. Now, say I got multiple $1 bills. It will now get put in the alphabetical order by the letter that's on the bill.
Yeah.
Bill.
Which is like the bank that it was printed.
Yeah, so A, B, C, whatever. Now, if I have multiple $1 bills
what are you doing? It's a tie.
If I have multiple $1 bills that have G's on them, then I go by the serial number.
Lowest to highest?
Yes. Yeah. And that's how I organize my wallet.
Yeah, and I'm sure.
The best thing ever is them making it just so popular to have debit cards, and I don't have to keep money on me that often.
That's how cool that is that I don't really have. I can stuff just a wad of cash in my pocket, and I don't have the OCD. But you telling me about
I'll do it while I'm getting out the line, because I'm not a monster. I'm trying to hold everybody up. But yeah, I got to go like park on the side.
I would start. Once you told me about that, I was like, oh, that's pretty. I started doing it.
It's stupid.
So I guarantee you there's someone out there doing that.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So we've taken this as far as we can humanly possibly.
If you have any that you feel strange OCDs, comment them. Let us know.
One of my favorite clips online is there's a heavy girl. She's going through her mental illnesses, and one of the comments on her live stream was,
"This is going to be good already."
It was someone was trying to tell her what she does and doesn't have, and a guy chimes in, "You don't have OCD, you have obesity." And she reads it like it just as an acronym. It's like, you don't have OCD.
The internet never fails.
You have obesity.
There's nothing better than just jumping in a comment section. That's just, you could go for hours of entertainment there.
Except for my own comment section, because I have some clips out there.
A lot of people think you're not smart.
Yeah. Well, like our podcast ones, they're just like, these two guys did not take Kurt Cobain's.
Yeah, they were mad about Kurt Cobain, and they just wanted to kill us over the moon landing.
Yeah.
I find it funny that they take us so
I will
serious.
never get nailed down and tell someone what I actually think about.
Yeah, no,
them.
I mean,
we're
having fun.
Entertaining and having fun.
Some of it might be real thoughts, some of it not even close.
Yeah. Like, but I think we have between the two of us taking this topic as far as humanly possible.
There's only so much we can do as
humans.
We
would need help from the outside.
Like a greater power.
Like the greatest power. ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Conspiracy Brothers. ChatGPT. Conspiracy Brothers.
ChatGPT brought to you by Cat
Out of the Bag.
Oh, damn it. I didn't write down I'm going to put it in.
That's what she said?
Yeah. We have the upside.
The upside jingle.
Brian 2436.
2436?
So I don't know it. Look for
if you want to save money, though.
If you want to save money on your gas, use the Upside app, and I'll put the thingy in the description of how to save money.
What she said.
Yep.
All right, so ChatGPT.
Hold on.
Let's hold on.
If we ever invent cat out of the bag, cat food,
which we will.
we will be rich.
We will.
Yeah.
ChatGPT. So I went with do you believe doctors and the big pharma?
Did you do big? I'm serious question. Did you put big pharma in quotes?
Yes.
I love it.
Big pharma purposely keep people sick. Short answer: no. Not as a, not as a. They just disrupt. We just
That's
did an
my favorite.
hour
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
You guys are morons. Not as a coordinated intent. So they're already backpedaling a little.
So like it happens, but on accident.
There's going to be some things that make you think that. Not as a coordinated, intentional effort, but there are real problems in the system that make it feel that way to a lot of people. Here's the nuanced reality. We'll touch on the doctor's part. Most doctors genuinely want patients to get better. Not disputing that.
No disputing that there. They want
they go into massive debt, train for years, and are ethically bound to help people.
means nothing to me. Means nothing to
They
me.
go into massive debt to later on be
No. They take on massive debt, which they can barely afford. There's no way they would cut corners to make more money. Like,
accept kickbacks.
yeah.
Intentionally keeping patients sick would violate their oath and, frankly, their own sense of purpose. No, their sense of purpose was to make money. That's why they got a great job. That said, doctors often work under time pressure, 10 to 15 minutes per patient. So I don't know why that would make me think they... so you mean they... So what you're trying to tell me is they get as many people in and out as possible. Okay.
Yes.
Must follow insurance rules and treatment guidelines or fudge them.
Which the insurance... we're not saying a doctor himself is like, it is the insurance. They have to work within a system.
But I know doctors that do fudge insurance claims where it saves you the money and we just...
Yes.
They actually work against the insurance companies.
So by you saying like you're saying
they'll bill it differently.
Everything
yeah, they'll bill it differently.
You're saying well no, it's not they're doing it on purpose. We never said they're doing
It'd
it.
Be like if I'm a doctor and I want to cut you a break, hey, come see me, dude.
Yeah.
You won't have to pay nothing. I'm just gonna bill your insurance.
Yes. So they're basically saying exactly what we're saying is going on. Yeah.
They are trained more in treating symptoms than in lifestyle, prevention, or root causes. So outcomes can feel like maintenance instead of the true healing, even without bad intent.
Everything we're saying that they're doing.
They're just not
everything we're saying they're doing.
They can't cure you, but they can help you live a little longer. Yeah. Stay fresh a little longer. Big pharmaceutical companies. This is where skepticism is more justified.
Yeah.
Pharma companies are for-profit corporations accountable to shareholders. That creates incentives to invest more in long-term treatments than one-time cures.
Yes, absolutely.
Aggressively market drugs, which we touched on again.
Which you may not need.
Right.
But you can get prescribed.
Yes.
Like I could go in and be like, hey, I hate to keep going back to this one, but it's the most ridiculous disease I've ever heard of. Hey, my wife's like kicking the whole time she's asleep. Can we get her on some restless legs? So, but I'm only using that as the prime example.
Medical marijuana now.
Yes. Yeah.
I
have night blindness.
Yeah. Glaucoma, night blindness, bad back. They aggressively market drugs, which we talked about, right? Lobby governments and influence policy.
Yes.
Of course, you're going to invest in the people that make the laws and the rules for you.
Hit us with the however.
However, they do create life-saving medications.
They do. But nobody got into a business and said, I would love to cure this disease.
Like McDonald's, if they could invent a hamburger that you only have to eat once and you never are hungry again.
Yeah, no chance they would.
Right.
Yeah. But no, what I mean, no one gets it. I don't believe. I believe the researchers do.
Right.
But I don't believe a company says.
And then somebody that invests money comes in and says, hey, cut the milligrams down to where.
Yes, absolutely.
It doesn't cure them just one time. Yeah. A universal cure suppression conspiracy would require thousands of independent scientists to stay silent, which is extremely unlikely.
A closed room of executives is all it would take.
You need your board.
Yeah.
And then you tell each person that you in on it, they're part of it.
Yes.
Which we touch on pretty much every conspiracy, the moon landing, like, oh, you would need a
small room full of people.
And then this person needs to know their role in it. They don't need to know, I need to know my role in it. I don't need to know your role in it. You find out your role, don't know my role.
Yeah, that would be okay.
Me or you are not connected.
Let's knock something out real quick.
Now,
say a team point shaved.
yes.
You would need the GM, the
No.
owner of the team, the coach and the point guard.
Yeah.
And you say, and maybe even just a point guard.
I was about to say,
And he's like,
coach.
we have a 25-point spread. I'm going to walk the ball up the floor 7 or 8 times, and we're going to win by 18. Like,
Instead of shooting 5 for 10, I might shoot 3 for 10.
You might even shoot 10 for 10. You're going to maybe take a step back on defense a little bit.
Take more time setting up your own shot so you look good.
Yes, one guy can shave points. So a room full of closed doors executives can easily,
or one referee. It takes one referee to call quick fouls on
it doesn't
Shaquille
take a
O'Neal.
global conspiracy.
One ref, hey, bet Shaquille O'Neal's under 30 points today.
A room full of executives who say like, hey, make sure the research team is making this a weekly pill, not a monthly pill.
Right.
Something like that. Yeah. It doesn't take.
Like we're not savages. We don't want them to die.
And you never document that.
Right.
So
because that's what other people are like, oh, you would find this. No, if I'm going to make something that's illegal, why would I put it on paper?
You put a room full of executives, no phones in that room, and then that's where you talk.
You might not even meet on site. Let's go to this restaurant. Yeah. Let's talk it out.
And then you're like, hey man, it can't be a monthly pill. It's got to be a weekly pill. And that's not a giant conspiracy.
Or really what you do, you invite them to your house. You have your own secret recording to throw them under the bus later. Then
you put them in the bed with a pedophile.
Maybe take a picture on the island. The issue is less keeping people sick and more profit-shaping priorities.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're not killing you. We're not going to let you die. We want to keep you alive, but not 100% better.
It's the whole.
We want you 82% better, not 100% better.
That you could. You can shear a sheep.
We want you well enough to, in your mind, this works. I need to. And then when you start feeling sick, well, hey, that worked for me last time. I'm going to go back and buy it again.
If you own sheep, it's better to be in the wool business than the sheep meat business.
Right.
It's like, because you can only kill the sheep one time. But
they can grow there. They can grow it back. Yeah. So the real problem, excuse me, it's not a secret alliance. It's a systemic, actually. Systemic incentives. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Bless you.
It was just
so their debunking is what we're saying they're doing.
Right. Yeah, they're not changing my mind at all. No. Healthcare gets paid for treatment and not prevention, which what we said. And chronic conditions are more profitable than cures.
Yeah.
Every part of I don't know. You're not doing what you think you're doing. Nutrition, exercise, stress, and environment are undervalued in medical care.
Yeah.
So like we said about obesity, like you can take this medicine because now it's claimed as a disease and this will help here's Ozempic, which isn't even for obesity, it's for diabetes. But
not to cut you off. Well, to cut you off. But kind of medicine's having the Viagra
was a
blood pressure.
Blood pressure, yeah. And then they realized, wow,
it's really putting some blood pressure
to a certain area. It's pumping some blood.
Yeah.
Pain is. But yeah, we talk about like no, you can exercise and diet your way
out of obesity. Not technically. No. I mean, yes. Only a drug can cure a disease, and not.
But
they labeled obesity.
Obesity's not a disease. That's the thing. It's
but
not
they labeled
it
it a disease.
It's something we just call overweight people.
Yeah. No, but they've labeled it
because you're not allowed to call someone fat anymore.
Right. They've labeled it a disease.
Like no, he's fat.
This is getting a little like tense. Like, is there any sort of?
Well, the bottom line.
Right.
Let's get to the bottom line here.
Bottom line. Okay.
Bottom line. Doctors mostly trying to help within a flawed system.
That absolutely,
which I'm fine with.
I think we've been saying
there's some dirty doctors. Majority of them are probably good.
Yeah.
And they're just in a flawed system.
I think that's kind of where we're
the pharma, on the other hand, they're profit driven, sometimes ethically questionable, but not running a master plan to keep everyone sick.
Disagree.
I to an extent.
Okay.
I don't think they're trying to keep.
Oh, we're doing a good job of that ourselves.
They're not trying to keep everyone sick necessarily to a point. They're not trying to kill it. Well, I guess they could have said it that way. Then they're not trying to kill anyone.
No. They want us alive.
And they're not trying to. They're trying to keep. Yeah, they're not trying to cure anyone, but they're not trying to keep anyone sick.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's why.
But how you said you could switch data around. We're not trying to keep anyone sick. However, we're just not trying to heal anyone.
That's why if like cigarettes could have figured out a way to not kill their they would have never.
Yeah.
They're like, damn it, man, we are. They didn't care that they weren't like, oh, I'm so sorry that they're killing them.
But at that point, the addiction took over anyways.
Well, no, but they're like,
you didn't put warnings on them.
No, but they're like, we're killing our customers. There's got to be a way we can make this more
so
addictive,
where they keep,
more addictive, less deadly. Not for safety. but so we can keep the customer longer.
Keep them, yeah, they keep
So
spending their
that's
money
where
on
they
it.
kind of failed, is
Yeah.
killing the people. So if these medicines can keep you alive but not well longer, they're going to make more money.
Yes. And then the system in general, misaligned incentives that reward management over prevention.
Absolutely. And I mean, even the things that debunk us are saying they're selling the treatment,
Just
not the cure.
too much money in 100% healing someone.
And a lot of the same people doing the money.
Once again, if a burger joint makes a burger that never lets you be hungry again, then
Yeah.
you're going to buy one burger
Yeah.
instead of
Yes.
over 100 million billion
Right.
served or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it is.
Like your mama.
McDonald's like your mom.
Yeah. Over 10 billion, sir.
Excuse me. So, like you said, it got a little too serious.
Yeah,
it might have got too serious.
Serious. Maybe even like we're irritated because of the subject matter. It could use a little levity right now.
You don't say.
Yeah.
There's a thing I like to do.
Okay. Are you?
I'm a dad.
You're a dad. Okay.
What about you?
I'm a dad. Not anymore.
Well,
Not
you
anymore.
graduated.
Not anymore. I'm
You
a
graduated.
granddad.
You're a granddad.
Yeah.
The grandest of them all.
Grandest of them all.
You're the grand. If you're the grandest of them all, you're the grand.
Daddy.
Grand.
The granddaddy. Swanson.
Well, if you knew magic, you would be the grand
Wizard.
Grand wizard.
Grand
Yeah. But anyway, so
like a wizard sleeve. Okay.
sleeve of a wizard.
I like jokes.
You like jokes.
Yeah.
I like jokes. I'm a dad. You're a granddad.
Yeah. Why don't you do it then?
Yeah, because a granddad joke just.
Granddad jokes are like, oh man.
Let's do a dad joke.
Who's gonna serve dinner?
Super.
All right.
Let's do a dad joke.
All right, you want to watch this? Because
Let's see what Marcy's about to do.
Cat's about to jump on the foosball table. to
Cat's
get
out of the
her food.
bag.
We have a foosball table, but it only serves Marcy's
Cat food.
so that the dog can't get it.
Is that really why?
Yeah.
He's tall enough to get up there.
No, he's
I mean,
not.
he's eating chicken bones.
He's not. He can't get up on that. He's too scared.
Scared of it.
Yeah.
That's funny. So dad joke
All right, hit us. Dad joke sponsored.
by Trojan Condoms. They keep the small ones behind the counter.
Yeah, trust me.
Also, a little new sponsor here. We got Gatorade Zero.
Gatorade Zero, the blue.
You wanna be an athlete? You wanna feel like an athlete?
Yeah.
But you don't want diabetes?
Right.
Drink Gatorade Zero.
I want
It'll help you,
to be like mine.
Gatorade Zero will help you be the hero.
Not the zero.
Correct.
Okay.
Drop that.
Zero.
No, we want the
No,
zero.
we want
though.
the zero.
Keep
We're
that
gonna get it
zero.
right, guys.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
It's in progress.
We'll cut that.
Probably not. Because then we got to edit.
Yeah.
So the doctor walks in and asks, "What's the condition of the boy who swallowed the quarter?" The nurse replied, "No change yet."
Booyah!
So
I like that one.
the joke is, I mean,
I legitimately like that.
there's no change in his health status, and he hasn't pooped the quarter. yet.
I legitimately like that.
It's solid. It's
Yeah.
a solid,
Yeah.
not pun, but
Yeah, right. I like it. All right, so I know we did get in there a lot. We got our opinions.
we
in
got
there.
all up in there.
We got our opinions in there. Summation, like summary,
What's summation mean?
summary.
Summary.
I might not be using that word correctly.
Isn't that like anti-Jewish?
No, that's Semitic. The funniest thing all throughout, every time they debunked it, it was exactly what we were saying.
Exactly.
We're not saying these doctors are horrible people.
No.
We're saying they're working within a system that is for profit.
There's some are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Overall, this is where we get a little. I'm going to turn to you.
Are you gonna
I had a
address
health
the
scare.
audience.
I had a audience.
There you go.
Had a little bit of a health scare.
Yes, you did.
Great to be back.
Yes.
As when I started this project, it was to do something with my brother, who I think is funny, smart, and it's just great to do a creative thing with him. But you watching make this possible, and I'm glad you're back. We did, we took a little bit of break, took a longer break than we wanted. I thought a good comeback episode, a lot of information, a lot of personal things that we
touch.
shared with you guys, and I thank you all deeply for making this possible. I hope you follow the channel. I hope you find some of my stand-up comedy videos, and I sincerely thank you for watching this. It just means the world to us. Adam, do you have anything to add to this?
Pretty
We are out of
much.
time for this episode, but join us next week as we are back to weekly episodes of Conspiracy Brothers.